This is everything in between. This is everything in between.
Welcome to Everything in Between at Studio 86, where we talk about music and everything in between. So, let's get into it with your host Patrice, TC, Michelle, and Big Moose, as you just heard right there.
Yeah.
We want to thank our followers, new and old. We appreciate you. On this episode of VIB Chat, with behind-the-scenes professionals in the music and entertainment industry, we are very pleased to welcome Daryn Hudson. Daryn has been playing guitar for over 25 years, has been the guitarist in various bands, is now a solo artist and performer that currently plays at places like Hub City Pub, a casino in New Brunswick, Irish pubs, breweries, and private shows across New Brunswick, as well as being a family man and with an extremely busy schedule. So welcome, Daryn.
Welcome.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Thanks for being on the show, man.
Yeah.
I have to apologize. Moose is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what throwing Moose is just going nuts today. So he's very excited to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's awesome. So, Daryn, we just want to start off with we call this the Fresh Drop Check-In. This is a quick fire round of what we've been listening to lately. And we're also want to hear what our listeners have been listening to as well, too. So Daryn, what have you been listening to lately?
Me? Oh, geez. Cypress Hill.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. That's a good call.
A lot of Pavarotti lately, actually. Luciano Pavarotti. We're getting into that.
Oh, cool.
Expecting that.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Guns N' Roses, the usual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I see the GNR shirt on there, man. Yeah, damn right, dude.
Yeah. I went to see them at the Dome when they got back together. They're
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
official concert team.
Nice.
Not one of the Walmart ones. It's the real deal.
Yeah,
That's the real deal. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If the Walmart one would be missing fucking dates and cities and stuff.
I do got the Walmart one upstairs, though.
That's the one you wear out to places, right? Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. What about you, Michelle? What have you been listening to?
Still been stuck on the Avenged Sevenfold lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, not moving past it.
All right.
Loving it.
Okay.
It's actually giving me it's giving me the drive to learn the drums more. Not that I'm going to be anywhere near that anytime soon, but it's definitely giving me that drive to get on that drum kit and start learning.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yep,
we all start
absolutely,
somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
So-
That's I think that will be like, I don't want to say like my end game, but that's definitely like my first
But it's also...
hardcore goal, right? For my drums is
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
awesome.
cool.
Tyler, what have you been listening to?
This 90s band I popped on called Sammy. They were very short-lived. The guy from Sonic Youth, they were on his label. The drummer from Sonic Youth,
Yeah.
they were on his label. And Neptune Avenue, I've kind of been obsessed with that song lately. So, but yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Right on. I've been listening to not so much music. We've been rewatching Entourage.
Oh,
And the soundtrack to Entourage is absolutely incredible.
So I'm sorry. I've actually been wanting to ask you. Did you realize that? I think it was yesterday when we were watching a couple episodes, and every song that came on in that one episode yesterday has come on in my car over the weekend
Oh, yeah?
because I have taken that soundtrack and put it into my playlist.
Oh, it's a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
The 90s hip hop in it is just
Yeah. Well, they got
unbelievable.
great music in that.
yeah,
so
it is
I'm
good.
really
It's a
listening
good
to that.
soundtrack. Yeah.
All right, Daryn. So let's start off with your journey in performing and playing guitar. Where did it all start for you?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I think I'm not one of them guys that pretends like I was 2 years old. I could already play guitar.
Yeah.
But no, I probably been probably 5 or 6 when I got my first guitar. I remember when La Bamba came out, and I was running around the house pretending I was Richie Valens and singing La Bamba, even though I didn't know Spanish. I still don't, but I still know the song word for word.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, yeah, and then I don't know. I really started getting into when Guns N' Roses came out. That's when I really got into like actually learning how to play properly and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I got into Steve Ray Vaughan and then Hendrix like everybody else, but yeah, that's probably my holy trinity guitar hero. And inspirations would be Slash and Jimi Hendrix and Steve Ray Vaughan, I guess you could say. So.
Right on.
Nice. So those are like your inspirations to kind of start playing more and more, kind of.
Yeah, that would be, yeah. So I guess 88, I would have been 7 years old, I guess. So I guess around 7 when I really started taking it seriously, and then yeah, we just kind of kept running from there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Do you play La Bamba still, or
What's that?
do you still play La Bamba now?
I would if I knew the chords. I didn't know shit back then.
Yeah.
But this is pretty cool. This was still my first guitar.
Oh
Look
shit!
at the Q sticker.
I still got this. I don't know, like I know I'm out on the east side now. Back home in the Schwab in Whitby, there used to be a guitar store called Guitar Zen. Any of you guys remember that place?
I think I do actually. I think
Like
very.
by where the Tap and Tankard was and that, and my folks bought me this guitar. It was $120 brand new, an Ibanez acoustic, and that's still my baby now. So.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it looks like in great shape.
I remember that United sticker. That was right after 9/11, wasn't it? That the Canadian and American flag.
I got that one. I think I actually got that one in New York. I went trucking with my dad. I got one from the Grasshopper in Amsterdam, but that was a pretty cool spot to go.
The Earnhardt. I like the Earnhardt.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got the movie on there, Guns N' Roses. That's from the Pacific Coast Highway in California when we did that a few years ago. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Sick.
Got the Q107 replica.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic rock.
You can listen to Kim Mitchell play all his hits on his own show.
Yeah. I would say I love Cougars.
I must love that one.
And then I got one from Scotland here too, though, up your kilt there. That's always
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but anyways,
Yeah,
just
just over the
I
years.
think that was cool. But
Yeah, just over the years collecting them. Yeah.
said I've been putting those on there since I was 12 years old, really. So it's kind of neat to keep adding to it. And
Very cool.
running out of room.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? That's a great. And everyone's got a story too, so I like that. Every sticker's got a story, right?
They certainly do. I'm a pretty sentimental guy with stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they all mean something, even the stupid ones.
Yeah, for sure. They all have
Yeah,
meaning to you, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So you played in bands. So what's the difference between playing in a band and playing solo gigs?
No headaches, no bullshit.
Yep.
No, I love the guys. Well, you guys went to school with everybody I played with, like Jesse Davis, Ryan Cormier, and Joe Branton. Like they were all. I definitely enjoyed the time playing with them. That so no seriousness there with that. But it's just it's a lot easier. You can kind of do what you want. There's a lot more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You can play the songs you want. Like I like that a lot. Like I get a lot of compliments on my set list. I can play everything from Jason Mraz to Toby Keith to Led Zeppelin to CCR in a set. I even been learning what's that? I Took a Pill in Ibiza by Mike Faulkner there, like a dancey kind of tune.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You can do all that kind of stuff when you kind of are on your own. So it's I think I definitely like that as a perk from being by myself. But then there's nights you miss kind of having company up there. And,
Of course. Yeah, just
so lonely under the lights.
yeah, and then like practicing with your bandmates and everything, right? Like.
Yeah, that's hard now too. Like especially like when everybody's grown up and got kids and stuff.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get together to practice. So it's nice. I got 5 minutes to myself. I can run downstairs and work on tunes or something. Or, it's pretty cool like that.
And
Being self-employed.
yeah, nice. And saying that, what are some challenges you have with performing with yourself?
It's I don't know. I'm definitely my own worst critic.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely analyze myself a lot. Like when I'm learning new songs, because there's nobody else to kind of bounce things off or spitball off, so I kind of record myself a lot, and then I'll go back and watch it over and put it in my speaker and crank it right up so I can hear every little fuck up. So I can it out. You know, it's I definitely in a band you just kind of melt in with everybody else. When you're on your own, I find you analyze yourself a lot more, critique yourself a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's almost in a band you can kind of master the mistakes almost.
Yeah, exactly. And even like playing shows at the bar, like you know, if you screw up with the band, then you got to kind of jump back in or whatever. Or if I screw up on my own by myself, I'll just play another bar of a chorus or something, or throw a solo in to kind of. Half the time people don't even notice. So
yeah.
So that's kind of nice too.
Yeah, and what like how do you choose like your set list for different venues, and do you like take requests as well, or?
Yeah, I the requests I'm starting to get into a little more because I have like Ultimate Guitar on my tablet, which is like the best tool ever. It's got all the chords, lyrics. So in a lot of places, some places have Wi-Fi, some don't. So it's like I can only play what I have downloaded on there. So I'm trying to kind of just something pops into my head and I put it on there. So if you know, you kind of get asked a lot of the same things when you're doing the bars. Like everybody wants to hear Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
George Jones and Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Which I hate Sweet Caroline, by the way.
Yes.
Sweet Caroline.
And you probably get asked every time to play it.
Yeah.
Oh man, like, you know what? I don't know why, but Wagon Wheel gets a lot of hate. I love playing Wagon Wheel. Everybody loves Wagon Wheel, but a lot of guys do what I do, can't stand it. I would play Wagon Wheel all fucking day long before I played Sweet Caroline.
Really, eh? Oh shit.
Don't ask me to play Sweet Caroline.
Yeah. No. Noted.
Yeah. I totally understand that though.
And so you play like a lot of different venues. What's kind of like the popular genre you find? As you kind of said, like Sweet Caroline, but what do you find like the most popular genre is that you play at all these different venues?
I realize everybody is a country fan.
Yeah.
I love country music. I love all kinds of music, but I love the country, and I notice everywhere you go, they always ask you to go light on the country because it's not really a country kind of bar. And as soon as you start playing something like should have been a cowboy or wagon wheel or chicken fried, that's when everybody gets their asses up and starts dancing and having a good time. So you know, it's yeah.
So like,
I definitely find country is everywhere country works.
yeah, nice. So you found that over playing over the last couple of years, you kind of hone in on the genre that you're gonna basically be playing. Like you're gonna go to a place and be like, country's gonna be a hit kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah, like I said, there's Irish pubs I play, and you know, you walk in there, they're playing all kinds of Irish shanties and stuff like that, which is all good stuff. But what gets everybody up dancing, like I said, it is the country stuff. Or
Yeah.
where I played last night, like it's a really cool brewery. It's kind of like a big melting pot. Like you get all kinds of walks of life and preferences and whatever you want to say. Like it's pretty neat to see the crowd that comes in there. And again, like you start playing, I don't know, everybody loves country.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it would be the place to play country, but everybody loves country. Everybody starts singing to and tapping their toes. And
Yeah. Like even if they don't care for country, they kind of the songs that they'll kind of get up and dance to or sing along to.
oh yeah. And it's funny how many like younger people, like in their early 20s, maybe like or like ask for like the old stuff, like George Jones and Waylon Jennings, like that. You know, like everybody always asks for Johnny Cash and Folsom Prison, but it always kind of catches me off guard how many like 20-year-olds come up and ask to hear some old Waylon Jennings song.
Yeah, nice. Kind of throws you off, but I mean, I think with those kind of songs, it just shows you the test of time with that music, right?
Yeah, and it's a lot of what they're listening to at home when they were kids with their parents. Right?
Yeah.
That's why I like the stuff I like. That's why my daughter likes the stuff she likes.
Right.
It's, it rubs off on you. It becomes hereditary.
Yeah, like generational music almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. And how do you prepare for like say playing in a pub compared to like a private party? Like would you kind of pick like I guess genres for that, like a pub or a private event kind of thing?
Oh yeah, definitely some more upbeat stuff. Like I said, I cover quite a bit in my sets, and some slow, sappy stuff, some more upbeat. So if I'm doing something like that, I definitely try to keep it a little more upbeat, and unless unless maybe people ask you for something, or you kind of play off the crowd too, like.
Yeah.
Like I don't make a set list or anything like that. I always just kind of wing it and go off how everybody's handling the night, I guess. So
if you're playing country, you don't like see people kind of join country, you'll just switch to rock or something else.
Oh yeah. It's either way. I try to cover a whole lot. I get a lot of compliments on what I do from what you hear in a night. So I want to try to keep everybody happy at some point.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely hard. It's like a DJ, right? Trying to play at a wedding.
That's something I would not want to do.
Yeah.
Those guys don't get enough credit for what they do. That's a whole man. That's I don't know. That's a whole different. That's a science there. Oh yeah, intensity, beach, all that kind of blending in and out. Like that's its own scientific experiment. That stuff.
Do you have like a cover that you think like it's your favorite, but you're also kind of like, oh, I own that cover. Like I'm a master at that.
You know what? That's funny because I was talking to somebody about that the other day because it's like there's certain songs people want to hear when I do. There's certain songs that because live music's really big around town, and there's certain guys like they're known for this song, they're known for that song, and it's like you almost kind of don't want to play them even though they're not their song. It's like, well, that's theirs. I don't really want to do that, but But I don't know. I think a lot of people like when I play Luke Combs, like a lot of people like when I do that kind of stuff. When it rains, it pours. That's usually a really popular one, or Chicken Fried, I guess. Like, if anybody was going to say I had some songs, it'd probably be those ones there, because not a lot of people do them. So
I think that's kind of cool that you have like that kind of unwritten rule from other artists in your area that you're like, now that's their kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I mean sometimes you can tell it too. Like not a lot of things. People are starting to know me around town, and it's like you see people coming to check you out and stuff like that, and then maybe you go see them, and they're maybe doing something that you were doing. It's kind of a neat little compliment, I guess, or something like that. Like,
cool. Very cool.
But yeah, it's kind of funny you ask that because I was just talking with somebody about that. It's kind of like unwritten rules, I guess.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
One guy in town, he's known for playing Mr. Brightside. He even jokes about his guitar was tired about playing Mr. Brightside.
That's awesome that you guys have that, the kind of unwritten rule with that, though. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So speaking of that, do you collaborate with other artists and stuff? Like you saying, like last night you were playing with collaborating with somebody on a show.
Well, like I said, so my buddy Jock was with me there last night. He's kind of like a hired gun in the music scene out here. Like people, he doesn't sing, he plays guitar, but he's really good. So people hire him to come play festivals and this and that. So it's always. So we've hit it off pretty good, and it's always cool to do stuff with him. And then I have a fellow who plays bass. His name's Seb. He's in a band out here called the Mainlanders. They're actually just got nominated for East Coast Music Award.
Oh, nice!
Cool.
Which is kind of like the awards they have out here for music. And so he plays he plays bass. He joins me sometimes, which is really cool too. And then like Friday night, so Jock that I played with last night, he at the big Irish pub in town, he does a thing called Jock Jams. And he just every week, every Friday night, he's always on guitar, but it's a different singer, different drummer, bass player, and so that's kind of cool. I got made a lot of friends from doing that because it's 4 guys you never met before, and then you play a whole 3-hour night or 4-hour night at the bar on a Friday night.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Yeah, and you get to meet so many different people too, right? Like all walks of life when they come. Yeah, when you're going to pubs and everything, right?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love it. Like I said, I'm going to be there Friday night with them now, so that's
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. And you get like,
Thanks.
and when you play, like, do you get like butterflies or anything still, or do you get like nervous a bit?
Every show.
Really? Yeah. Even though you've been playing for so long, you still get them.
All the time, especially I hate the weekends. Like when I at work through the week, it's not so bad because I'm busy all day at work. I pick up the kids, like, I get my shit ready and I'm out the door, so I don't really have too much time to get anxious. But on a Saturday like yesterday, where I have all day to just kind of think about it and get ready, it gets a lot. It gets a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were saying too about being in your own head. So you find like the more time you have by yourself, the more you get in your head, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely marinating in there a lot more.
Yeah.
Kind of get you stewing a little bit, but I like it a lot. I've kind of grown to like the uncomfortableness of it. It's kind of a bit of a junkie for it now.
Yeah. So you're like addicted to it almost. That adrenaline rush almost.
Yeah, it's like you kind of look forward to it. Like playing new places or playing new songs, it gets you antsy and then once you hit that first note or sing that first note, it all goes away, and it's you're almost kind of sad it goes away. It's a bit of a relief, but it's kind of like you want it back again.
Oh, really? Eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. But
Yeah, you just have to kind of go through it. But I mean, I think it's still it's awesome that you're able to have that self-doubt, but still do it anyway, kind of thing. I think that's such I don't know if it's a skill, but it's just a great thing to have.
I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
I've always been a guitar player, and now I've been singing for a few years now doing this, and I don't know, people always got to make a point of coming up to tell me how good of a singer I am, how great of a voice I have, and I still don't think I can sing worth shit myself. I guess I'm doing something all right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we're always our worst critic, like you said at the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll beat ourselves up more than anybody else will ever.
Yep.
I think it's just powering through that, and that's what I kind of want to talk about too. About just like when you're doing this, you're pretty much your own booking agent, your manager. Like you're scheduling everything. You're trying to get more gigs. Like it's just a lot of work, and that's kind.
Helps a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure.
There it goes.
Yeah. Nice.
Is that today's sponsor, Miller Lite?
Yes, it is.
Well, if they want to, I'd love to have them.
Sorry, can I do that on there?
There you
Blurt it out?
Yeah.
Hitty or something like that?
go.
Yeah, we'll keep it on.
All right.
We'll keep it on.
We don't want people thinking drinking pop.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sorry, I guess I should watch my custom and my.
No. Dude,
Oh
don't,
shit!
don't,
No, I swear all the
don't.
time. Yeah. This we don't edit shit out. So
And it wouldn't be a conversation with an East Coaster if there wasn't a few F-bombs in there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Here, I got a couple rails lined up here. Saving those for afterwards.
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah. No, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a straight up conversation for sure. Swearing, rudeness, whatever it is. Yeah, we don't care, man.
Yeah, well, I'll try to tone it down, but I can't hear you.
Nah, no worries, man.
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna get into. So we have 3 encore questions for you. So it's what are some of the most memorable performances you've had?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I guess the first when I first started doing this on my own here, like the big Irish pub in town, like that's kind of like the main hub for music here. So when I started doing it, I remember telling Diane, like, in a year I want to be playing there with everybody and then doing that, and within a year I was actually doing it. And it was it was a really, really cool spot to get into, and it just kind of meant a lot to get in there. So and to actually do it, like I've never been very goal driven or oriented, and this is definitely something where I set myself goals for, and then so it was kind of definitely a memorable thing to get into any place that I've been trying to play where all the regulars play, that everybody's going to watch the music. So
Yeah, that's
Very cool.
awesome.
Very
man.
cool.
Yeah, and the fact that you're
definitely my most memorable one.
yeah. Well, I think to set the goals that's so important too, right? Like you set the goal, like like you were talking about, you have that fear, but you just power through it because you want to do more. Like I want to build myself up to do more and more and more, right? So.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of cool. It's you get used to the uncomfortableness, and it's cool when you're meeting goals. And I'm just a peckerhead from South Oshawa. So it's kind of fun. Kind of fun doing shit like that. We weren't really like that in my neck of the woods. So.
Yeah, hey man, that's awesome though. But I think you found a good spot, like down in New Brunswick, like the East Coast is so. I think is so rich in music.
Oh, very, very much. It's a way of life out here. Like it's, I've never been to any of the big kitchen parties you always hear about, but mostly because I don't know a lot of people, but I know there's stuff like that always going on, and like I said, anybody and everybody plays music out here. It's really cool. It's and even that too, to how much it is a part of a way of life out here to do what I do, getting into the places where I play. I take that as a big compliment because everybody does it out here. So when they get to the point where I'm getting it's pretty rewarding, self-rewarding. It's cool.
Hey, so I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, what's a kitchen party?
Oh, just like where everybody brings their instruments and stuff, and there's beer everywhere, food everywhere. Like we kind of done that stuff with my wife's family when we go visit them. They're about an hour away. Like, or when we would come down and visit before we moved here, like there was always kind of jams going on, like big family jams and stuff like that. And, it's yeah.
Oh, cool. Very
It's
cool.
like a big family get together. Yeah.
All it is just hanging out in the house and everybody bringing their shit.
Yeah. Right. Just people just jamming, just playing different music, just having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff for sure.
And what is some advice you have for artists looking to start performing?
Be ready to put a lot of time in, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to suck at first no matter what. Nobody picks it up and just does it.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work. You can have natural talents and abilities, but you got to put it into you got to put in the work for sure.
Yeah. So like playing your first shows, you didn't feel like you did that well, kind of thing. It was just more getting into the groove of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure. You got to find your stride. You got to put your time in and earn your stripes, kind of thing. Like it's. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not just going to start there in the crowd. You're going to get the crowd to go nuts and have a great time. It's going to take a bit of honing in on your own self, kind of thing.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And then it doesn't. You're going to be discouraged a lot. Like there's going to be nights when nobody's paying attention to you, or nights when there's nobody even there. It's just like a paid practice,
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, and you'd play the same if there's 2 people there or 200, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, you gotta not give up. That's the thing. If you really wanna do it, and as long as you're enjoying it, just fuck what everybody else says and does, and do your thing, and you'll get you'll get doing it somewhere. I mean, it's not like I'm famous or record labels and stuff like that, but just I don't know, little accomplishments.
No, that's awesome.
Keep you going, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we were saying, like, to have you on here, and this is why, like, we're doing, like, behind the scenes with music professionals, but we look at you as a music professional because, like I said, you're doing everything. You know what I mean? You're booking your own shows, you're managing your own time, and it's just, like, you also have a family and a career and everything, so I think that's so important for people to see this and be able to, hey, I can do this. I love music, I just don't have the time, but you're proving that you can if you manage your time properly and keep practicing and get to those and just go to those shows.
It's probably no different than you guys doing this. You love doing it. If
Yeah.
you really want to do it, you find the time and you make the time, because that's what matters to you. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's very true, man. I mean, some days are more difficult than others.
I mean, there's times you feel guilty. There's sometimes I sneak off, learn some songs, or I go to Long and McQuaid to buy something, and you feel a little guilty about it, but you got to do shit for you too. Right?
100%.
How busy or hectic it gets. So.
Yeah, that's true. And you said it's like those goals that you have for yourself, that you've built these goals and you've done them as well, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think you're proof to a lot of people that want to start performing that you can do it. Just go do it, kind of thing. Like, don't worry about your nerves being scared. Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you got to play for free, or like, luckily I didn't have to do that. But you know, if you're trying to get in somewhere or anywhere to have you, say you'll play for free for one night, or you know, you say you'll play for a couple beers. Places are always, you know, we're not exactly paid like rock stars doing this.
Yeah.
The same money 20 years ago as they do now. So if a bar can get away with not paying you for a night, or giving you a couple beers, you know, and if that's what you got to do to get your foot in the door somewhere, you know, so be it.
Yeah. No, that's great advice. And I think, like you said too, like doing it for the love of music is so important. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's incredible. That's a great message. And if venues are looking to book you, where can they find you?
Oh, geez, I have a Facebook page, just my name, Daryn Hudson, you know, Daryn, Hudson like the bay, and yeah, just look me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, really. Everybody does everything seems to be on Facebook. I know my kids say it's old man for old people, but
Yeah. But it works for you for booking shows and talking to. Yeah.
yeah, it's like the old people's marketplace.
That is incredible, man.
Oh, there he goes.
There you go.
He finished her off.
Yeah, it's done. All right, Daryn, we want to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you just played a couple of shows the other night. You're tired. Your voice is kind of shot a bit. You know.
Sorry,
No, it's yeah. Do not apologize, man. I think it's incredible. We all think it's incredible what you're doing. And like I said, with your schedule, family, career, and you're still playing music for the love of music.
100%.
Yeah. So we just want to thank you. And like I said, look Daryn Hudson up on Facebook and book him. Get him in your venue. You'll have a great time.
Even just listen to some of his tunes. He's got some great tunes up on his Facebook.
There you go.
There you go, man.
Yeah, there you go. I post a lot of stuff on
Yes.
There you go.
And
Perfect.
TikTok, too. I post a lot of stuff on TikTok.
What's your
Nice.
TikTok handle? Is it Daryn Hudson or?
Yeah, I think it's just Daryn Hudson.
Yeah.
Works.
That's awesome, man. That's great. Well, keep posting and keep. And honestly, it's been such a blast to have you on. It's been so much fun. And I also want to say you're welcome back anytime. Anytime you want to
Absolutely.
come on, let us know, man.
Glad to come back.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to come on and play a couple songs, let us know. We'll have you on anytime.
Right on.
All right. Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Take care, man.
Take care. Go rip some rails.
All right.
There we go, man.
That's awesome, Daryn. Yeah, man.
Cheers,
All right,
man.
Take it easy, man.
Talk to you later,
Later,
Daryn.
Bye.
See ya.
This is everything in between. This is everything in between.